out. I feel like it should be possible to figure something out.
Marinaded 77 says looks amazing. Heard you guys having fun.
I'm having a lot of fun. Definitely. So we've been just trying to orient it here. You can get a necklace with cool designs on it. And gemstones. Oh, that's kind of pretty. It's a lot of resources. It's 365, yeah. you can't wait with us.
Let's carry an entire PC tower and nuclear power station on our back.
Snapper turtles. Oh, wow. That's a big one. Oh my goodness. Holy shit. Hi. I have a chat that thinks your color look really amazing. And I just wanted to tell you guys. That's all. Poor crabs trying to carry their stone home got caught here. Did they import it from Egypt? Yeah. It's like Murica. So I'm pretty cool. Yeah. So I died, and then I get sacrificed. And then we're traveling on Bifrost. Not Bifrost. Is it Bifrost? I can't remember. And then we're drinking with the gods. What up? Yeah. This looks weird.
Yeah, like they have good stuff.
Yeah, it's quality.
Yes!
Holder vi fast. Bare til mig. Det er vigtigt, at I får en god videre. Look at these waves. Russian style, yeah. He's getting a lot of speed. Oh my god. Hello. Welcome to this nice view. Figure something out. I feel like it should be possible to figure something out.
Marinaded 77 says looks amazing. Heard you guys having fun.
I'm having a lot of fun. Definitely. So we've been just trying to orient it here. You can get a necklace with cool designs on it. And gemstones. Oh, that's kind of pretty. It's a lot of resources. It's 365, yeah. you can't wait with us.
Carry an entire sea tower and nuclear power station on her back.
There's probably turtle. It's called Turtle Pond.
It's probably turtle, yeah. Is it like snapper turtles? Oh, wow. That's a big one. Oh my goodness. Holy shit. Hi. I have a chat that thinks your color look really amazing. And I just wanted to tell you guys. That's all. Poor crowds trying to carry their stone home got caught here. Did they import it from Egypt? Yeah. It's like Murica. So I'm pretty cool. Yeah. So I died, and then I get sacrificed. And then we're traveling on Bifrost. Not Bifrost. Is it Bifrost? I can't remember. And then we're drinking with the gods. What up? Yeah. This looks weird.
Found this. They don't sell crap though. Yeah, like they have good stuff.
Yeah, it's quality. Yes! Holder vi fast. Bare til mig. Det er vigtigt, at I får gode billeder. Really sweet. Russian style, yeah. He's getting a lot of speed. Oh my God. Hello. Welcome to this nice view. Figure something out. I feel like it should be possible to figure something out.
Fire77 says looks amazing. Heard you guys having fun.
I'm having a lot of fun. Definitely. So we've been just trying to orient it here. You can get a necklace with cool designs on it. And gemstones. Sounds pretty. It's a lot of resources. It's 365, yeah. you can't wait with us.
Let's carry an entire PC tower and nuclear power station on our back.
There's probably turtle. It's called Turtle Pond.
It's probably turtle, yeah. Is it like snapper turtle? Oh, wow. That's a big one. Oh my goodness. Holy shit. Hi. I have a chat that thinks your color look really amazing, and I just wanted to tell you guys. That's all. Poor crowds trying to carry the stone home, got caught here. Did they import it from Egypt? Hello. Oh, come on. Come on. It's not that bad. It's not bad at all, to be honest. And if you feel like that, and then I'm gonna do this, and you'll be like, what? Yep. It's Tuesday. Who would have guessed? I'm wondering if the battery can keep up with both of the cameras, because both of the cameras right now are not at full power. Hey Sonoma. So yeah, I got you guys on the tripod right now. Meh. Alright then. So I got you guys on the tripod, and then as you saw, because I forgot to switch the cameras, I do also have the other camera on the backpack. And I'm thinking, I don't know, we'll have to figure out what is easiest. I've already turned on the oven because we're going to be making baked potatoes, so I figured we might as well get started with that. So yeah, give me a second and I'll get going. Because we are making pork tenderloin with cooked potatoes, baked potatoes. So yeah, if I do this, but also hello Chroma and hello Sonoma. How are you doing today? It doesn't feel like it's the 22nd of December, but it is. So if I switch the cameras, you'll now be looking out of the other camera. Same as always, okay. Well, at least it's not worse then. So I actually don't know, I was trying to figure out how to set up the camera, so just give me a moment. Whoops. As you can tell, I clearly have some interference standing next to the phone because the music stopped. It cut out. Am I going to cook with the backpack on? Yes. I actually done that before as well, so the stream where I had the camera mounted on my head while we were looking like straight down was actually, I was still wearing the backpack. Hey Q-tip. No, this is my kitchen. This is my kitchen. My kitchen. So I just looked at the potatoes before we started as well, and I noticed some of them started sprouting, even though they're like new. So I don't know what that's about, but I figured we'd be all right. We'd be all right. I'm not gonna peel the potatoes. I'm just gonna clean them up. I'll need a knife later, but not now. Where is that thing? But no, this is actually my kitchen Q-tip. How are you doing, Q-tip? They definitely need a wash. Wash. I'm doing all right. They started sprouting, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Who hasn't had a potato that's been ready to plant new potatoes? Just clean them up and break off them sprouts. So yeah, this week is all of the fucking chaos week, and apparently Denmark has also become an exclusion zone for most of the world, so that's fun. Together with England. Very nice. So I think I'm gonna keep on the peel because they're just gonna be oven baked anyways. I'm probably gonna wrap them in tin foil and then in the oven for about 50 minutes, I think. I was actually thinking about cutting them in half or into wedges because they're so big, but then again it's baked potatoes. So like take a fork and just poke a few holes in them. That's probably not a bad idea. That's probably a pretty good idea. We'll do that then. She'll do that. Yeah, that's fair. Whoops. So yeah, I actually ordered one parsley plant and they decided to give me two. I'm not gonna complain, but I thought it was a bit funny. Let's grab a fork. Fork, yeah. Just stab a hole like that. I don't know how many holes we need. Now it has 4 in each. So I figured that'd be alright. So I'm just gonna wrap each of them. Should we put some seasoning on them? Like drizzle them with a bit of oil and then pack them? I wonder. Well, it might not be a bad idea. Okay. Makes sense. I also made it so you stab the crap out of them. Maybe we need more holes then, I'm not sure. I don't think they'll explode though, I'm not too worried about that. Hey Theo. I mean, I did give them about 4 holes, but we can stab some more holes in them. That's fine too. Hi Theo. Get stabbed. I don't even know if you can see what the fuck I'm doing. I have no idea what the camera's pointing. I don't know if they need that much, but like I figured a few holes. I don't know. I've never had baked potatoes explode on me, so and I've usually never stabbed holes in them, but I figured why not. Welcome to the potato gift wrapping stream. This year, instead of coal, we've decided to go environmentally friendly and get you potatoes instead. Seems good, man. And because my oven is a piece of shit, I know that these 4 corners usually get a lot more heat. This area doesn't get that much and the center is really okay, so we'll take advantage of that. I'm going to move the light. That's fair. That's absolutely fair. Can't all like the same things. And then they sit in there for 15 decades. I mean, 50 minutes. I think like 45 minutes. We could poke at them on the way, but I think that'll be fine. Can I set a timer for once and not forget about it? All the potatoes. So I'm actually, I already did a lot of the prep because I was like, I'm not gonna do it tomorrow. So I do have the meat prepped. It's been sitting in this overnight, soaking up all them flavors. So like a lot of the prep is already done, but if you want the recipe for the marinade, you can do the today command and you'll find that out. Because why not? I mean, rice is really good as well, but it depends on like what you're having with it, I feel. Although rice with this looks kind of nasty, but that's okay. Nasty. tenderloin. Yum, yum, yum. Without getting tenderloin everywhere. I say as I put that on the tabletop. So what I'm thinking I'm going to be doing is I'm going to sear this first. To like seal it up, get a nice crisp, what's it called? Words. I don't even know, but we're going to sear it first to seal it up, and then we're going to plop it into the air fryer for however long it needs. But I think we need to like chill a bit and just take a while to do it, because hey Jonan, we're making a pork tenderloin that has been marinated, and then we are making baked potatoes as a side, but we already put them in the oven. And I'm thinking I'm gonna sear this on a frying pan and then pop it into the air fryer and let that do its business. We could probably put it in the oven as well, but hey. And then while that's going, we're gonna use whatever's left over from the searing and add butter and see if we can make garlic infused butter for the potatoes. At least that's the idea. I don't know how dirty this is because I haven't used this in ages, but it has a thicker bottom. Brown the edges, wrap in bacon, cut into medallions, and then into the air fryer. Yeah, this is not bad, but it needs a bit of cleaning before we do anything. But we could actually do that, like brown the edges and then wrap into bacon and then cut it into medallions. We could do that. So what you're thinking is just plop it on the pan like that and then just back on the cutting board, cut it. How thick do you think the medallions would be? Not cut it, but wrap it, and then we could do that. And how long do you reckon we'll need to give it in the air fryer as well? I'm just curious. Teach me the ways, Jonan. I don't remember the weight. It's not that big. It's like half a kilo. Not even, like maybe 250 grams. And temperatures range from between 100 and 200, so, right? I can go all the way down to 80 on the air fryer. I think we'll be here for a few hours though. But if we want to line it up so it fits with the potatoes, then we could go for a lower temperature over longer time. Because we have 40 minutes to go. 200C, okay. 200C. Did I wash the tongs? I think I washed the tongs. 20 minutes. That should be doable. Preheat the air fryer? That's fair. We'll wait a bit with that. Like once I grab it off the pan and we've seared the edges, we'll start preheating it and then we'll wrap it in bacon. So I can just grab the bacon now then. Grab that bacon. Question is how much bacon we need. Yeah, thanks. I thought I cut it too close then for a second. We can start with one package, but I think we might need two. Homemade pizza is also pretty good. And like if you call that lazy, I know quite a few people. Pre-made pizza though? Oh yeah, the ones from the store. The ones you just roll out and it's already like on the paper and stuff. Those are, some of them are pretty good. Some of them are very vinegary. The stove sucks massive ass because it takes forever to heat up. But yeah, this looks pretty good to be honest. So what I did yesterday was I trimmed the tenderloin to get rid of some of the tendons and shit that was left over on it. So I just trimmed it down a bit, made it nice and chewable when it's cooked. But yeah, normally when I do anything on the pan, like on the stove, I use this frying pan, but it has a thin bottom, so it doesn't keep the heat that well. Hey, Usbrud. It was marinating from yesterday till today, so what was it, like almost midnight yesterday? So it's probably been marinating for about, I know exactly why it's doing it. And it's because Twitch is a piece of garbage. Welcome back. But yeah, let me know if the problem keeps existing and then we'll do something about it. Or at least attempt to.
In comparison to the other streaming services, I agree with you.
The thing is, we're live on both Twitch and Discord. Both Twitch and YouTube right now. So there's also the YouTube equivalent. But I think a problem might be I'm running a bit high bit rate today, like pretty high. I don't know if I need oil, because this marinade is oil based, so I don't think it's gonna stick. But we could pop on some oil just in case. Let me get an extra cutting board. Just because my brain is telling me I need to. Not because I'm... That's probably not true, but I feel like I need to. Alright. But yeah, this stove is extremely uneven. It's like tilted inwards, which is dumb as fuck. But somebody probably dropped something on it while they were renovating and then they didn't bother fucking telling anyone about it.
Well, after you see it, you don't want to put it on the same cutting board unless you reheat it first.
Yeah, my brain was thinking that as well, because like raw meat and cooked meat, not same. I need to be careful though, because there's also There's sugar in this marinade. I don't want to burn that. Nothing's worse than burnt sugar. Ooh, this smells really nice. So yeah, if you do the exclamation point today, you can see the exact recipe for the marinade. I wish I had a second set of tongs, because then I could grab both of them at the same time, but I don't. Didn't the stew is a bit morbid? I don't know. I think it's because they're talking about cooking for kids, and kids act like animals, so it's like. This is pork. But like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was possible to get giraffe somewhere. I would not be surprised. Oh, this smells really good though. Like, I'm ready to eat, although I don't like my meat raw. I mean, I'm actually, because it's possible to get yeah, I was about to say, because some restaurants here before the shutdown and all of that would actually serve you giraffe, and not giraffe, crocodile. I think that looks pretty okay. Like it has the sear all over, and then we'll just wrap it in bacon and cut it into medallions. Just gotta make sure I don't light the stove on fire. Electric, ancient electric stove. Yeah, it's fucking ancient. I think that's the least I can say about it, or most I can say about it. So I don't think I'm going to be using this because there's quite a lot of bit. Maybe if I scrape it off. But like for making butter, the garlic infused butter. Some of them, but when you're I don't know if you can tell. Also, it's a bit dirty, but like, it's bended. It's bent, is what I'm trying to say, not bended. And it being bent is a problem. I would much rather, if we're cooking, I've never cooked with gas, so I can't really say that. But induction is really nice because it's fast, and when you turn it off, it's off. Yes, it is preheating. Thank you very much for reminding me though.
Okay, cool. I must have missed you doing that lol. B6, Sonoma. I love my gas range.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness, my hands are shaking today. That's fun.
Right, Karina. I have an electric cooktop and I kind of hate it. I miss the gas range.
I think we'll need 2 packages. of bacon. Just like taking a look at it. Also, this bacon is folding on me. Rude. That's not gonna stick. It has some nice color to it though, like this looks really nice. Maybe we don't need 2 packages. Maybe we can live with the fact that the end of the, because I don't want to go overboard. Although we've probably already done that. Ooh. Ooh. Electric cooktop, can't hear it, just the gas range. Electric for the oven. Yeah, I would say electric for the oven as well. But this oven literally, it doesn't have airflow. It's just heating elements. It's that old. Like it's just heat. And it's like how is that old? How is it that old? Let me put this in the fridge so it doesn't go bad. Yeah, I could imagine. Fantastic. Let's do this. Whoops. That did not sound great. So it's been about 5 minutes now. So I'm just going to start cutting this. It's probably going to fall apart. I'm wondering how thick I should make the medallions. Probably like that. Nice and sharp knife though. That's awfully nice. And my screen just turned off, so I won't be able to hear or see chat for a second. Give me a moment. No signal, oh no. There's my phone that goes on sleep mode. There we go. If you guys wrote anything, I might have missed it, but we'll take that from there. So yeah, I think we got a decent sear on them, like looking at the color. Like it looks like they got pretty well seared around the edges. And then they just need 25 minutes or so in the air fryer. But I'm just waiting it to bing at me. Bing. Bing. Fuck yeah, timing. So this is really warm. As you can actually hear it as well, because it's like shh. Yeah. So they're about the same size as well, like thickness and everything. This one might get burnt, but it's the tail end, so that's okay. I'm just gonna, I don't want to smear everything with fat and meat juices and all of that. So we'll pop it in the air fryer at 200 degrees Celsius. I think that's like 375 Fahrenheit. Whoops. For about 25 minutes. Which is like the maximum that this thing can do. Then, because we've done that, we'll reward ourselves with a glass of wine, because 20 minutes. I'll have to remember. Check after 20 minutes, okay? So when the timer on my phone goes off, we check. Yeah, we don't want to overcook it. Yeah, we got a timer that's going for 21 minutes on the phone right now. I started that when I put the potatoes in, so. Yeah, this is the last bit of wine that I actually have, and it's white wine, because I didn't think about buying more because it's Christmas. So yeah, let me just move some things around, because while we're waiting, we might as well take care of this mess. So I'm just going to move things around so I can actually do that. I'm going to use this, I don't know why I got it out. And then I think I'll put you guys on the tripod, because then I don't ruin my back. Because I've already had one treatment to get my back fixed, so yeah, that's fun. I figure that the people I have to visit is gonna make sure that there's wine. But yeah, you're right. There's no specific particular reason why I couldn't. That's fair. I'll take it back. So yeah, let me get you guys on this camera instead. And you can see how warm I am and sweaty I am. That's fair. Let me do this one first. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. How's the audio today, guys? Is it crackling a lot? Is it like, or is it okay? Is it okay? Nice, good. Because I've noticed some of the streams I've done, I've had issues with the audio, and I can't tell until afterwards. So I figured I might as well ask you guys. Hello, welcome to all the new people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me do this. Can you actually see me then? Yeah, cool. Because then I can stand here and do my dishes while chatting with you guys. And you don't have to necessarily look at what I'm doing either, so that's cool. Just because this has been holding meat. So I had the meat inside a bag inside this overnight. So just because it's been holding meat overnight, I think I might as well give it a wash. You never know. Because I could just put it back because it looks clean. Like it doesn't have residue of anything on it. But if I know a thing or two about hygiene, it is, you should probably think twice before just doing stuff. Hi Rita. I hope you're doing good. The kitchen smells good. Do I actually have... I do have Do have some fresh towels. Nice and fresh, so we get them nice and clean. Can I get in here without tilting over the camera? Oh, happy birthday! I'm doing pretty good. Not too bad, if I say so myself. We're currently making some pork tenderloin that has been marinated, and then let me come over here so you can actually see me as well. Hello. Making a pork tenderloin that's been marinated overnight, and then we seared it on the pan quite quickly, and then we wrapped it in bacon, cut it into medallions, and now it's in the air fryer for about 20 minutes, and then we have oven baked potatoes that's just being in the oven, being baked, all of that. But yeah, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Please be our birthday. Happy birthday, Rita. Theodora Style. Intra, high, intra, high, intra, high.
Well, rib brush. This knife is awfully sharp.
Day of lovely Rita made.
A good tip if you want to keep your knives sharp as well is to not put them in the washing machine. Wash them by hand. Don't be a savage. But if you're lazy, whatever, you can just sharpen the knives again, right?
Also free of us.
Yeah, that too.
Lovely Rita Mita made. Theodora Styles has used cricket tearing off at V6 to Nova. Thank you. Caroline. Never ever put knives in the washing machine.
Yeah. Well, definitely, it's not good for the knives. Not good for the knives. The dishwasher then. I'm pretty sure in the context of the kitchen you knew what I meant, but yeah. I guess that's why you're making fun of me, Jörgen. Thing about Danish sometimes, it's weird. Because in Danish, washing the dishes is called opvask. Which means what? Upwash. You gotta wash up. I don't know. You would think down, because all of the crap that you're washing off your dishes goes down into the drain, right? So I'm not sure. It's a good question. Very good question indeed. I don't know. I'm glad that the exclusion I made for pretzel rocks and stream elements actually work. Although I'm actually I don't hear if people follow or rates or that now because I turned not turned it off, but like the TTS won't tell me. Thinking about that, maybe I should revert that one bit then. It's okay to have stream elements saying fun stuff. I reckon. I reckon. Oh hey, my thermostat is out of power. Great. Would you look at that? Dishes be done already before we started eating. Well, at least the mess from, apart from the frying pan, but I think we're going to be using that in a second anyways. Because we're going to have to make the butter infused oil, not oil, garlic infused butter, not butter infused anything. Yeah. What is English? How do you speak it? Where are you from? Where are we going? Why you do this, phone? Why you do this to me? Just stay on forever.
The language, I don't know where, also nowhere.
I don't know. Very rude. Why I'm not able to speak this language? I don't understand. Quick tips for infusing the butter with garlic. Obviously we need the garlic, but do we need to cut the garlic or anything? I would think we do. Like, we obviously need to peel it. How much garlic?
Yes, you need to cut up the garlic.
How, like, finely chopped or just... What are your thoughts? Guide me through it. Be my cookbook.
How much butter are you using?
That's a good question. I only have... How much butter do we have here?
Oh, you could buy a cookbook.
Yeah, I could buy a cookbook. Not a bad idea. I have... about 80 grams. I'd say about 80 grams of butter we can use. I don't know if we need to use all 80, but I have a chunk of butter.
Marina. I don't know what that means.
I don't know how to translate that.
That's a fat ton of butter.
A chunk of butter.
Chunky butter. Heronon. Laughing face.
Yeah, I'm not saying we need to use all of it. I'm just saying I have some butter.
No, it's not a Marina. Marina. Yeah, it is. Heronon. Another butter.
A nub of butter, top of butter.
Marina. I know butter in tablespoons because I'm aggressively American.
Okay, so how many tablespoons? How many tablespoons do you reckon?
Heronon. That's what Ramsay calls it at least.
A nub of butter? Oh.
Marina. 3.
3 tablespoons? Okay. I'd say that's about 50, 25 or 30
Cloves of garlic.
with 2 cloves of garlic. Right. Then I have too much garlic out.
But you need to peel and mince the garlic.
Yeah, we need to mince the garlic. Oh shit, I don't have a sprig of thyme. I don't have a sprig, but I do have dried thyme, whatever.
Marina. Carrot. Marina. Or rosemary.
I don't have rosemary either. Okay. We've got plenty of garlic though, so that's fine. And then about 30 to 35 grams of butter is my guess, is about 3 tablespoons.
Are you making butter.
We're gonna be making garlic infused butter to put on the baked potatoes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. It's just to squash them with the knife, I know. At least that's the way I've been taught. It's just like quickly squash them with a knife. Yep. It's a very, very nice tip indeed. I don't have a garlic mincer though. So one of the things that I've done is to crush them completely with the knife, like after you peeled them. Okay. Okay. Okay, we can try that, and then you can judge me, and I can feel mediocre. I'm assuming that doing this would need to be Aaron Ramsey, hell yeah. Why is that red? Did you do /me? So on my TV screen here, that message shows up as red. Can I even zoom in? So for some reason that message shows up as red.
Yeah, because he did to me. Aaron, I did asterisk.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
Weights.
Who's rude? Watch out, it's red. Aaron, did it like this.
Whoops. Oh, nice.
Wait like this.
Wait, the one Oosbro did is green. The fuck? This frying pan has seen better days.
Exactly like it at Chroma.
So, Chroma's is grey, like her name. Oh, it's just showing me the messages in your name's colors then. You Oosbrud is probably green on Twitch then. And Uranon is red.
Who's rude? This is red. What are you talking about, Kappa?
Oh, it's green. It looks green to me. Kappa. I think I'm going to retire this frying pan at some point. It's not super great. What would make most sense? Would it be using the frying pan for the butter, or would it be using a... Because it doesn't seem like a lot of butter. So to me, using a frying pan would be a lot of surface area. Would it be better to use a casserole or something like that instead? Like I have... let me just find it. I've got one of these we could use instead. Because we're just melting butter, right? And then putting in all of the ingredients, and then that's it. Also, I think we're about to have an alarm go off. 2 minutes.
Who's brewed? Oh, that might be good.
So I'm thinking if I'm using the frying pan, it's a lot of surface area, so the butter will spread everywhere. I don't know. I don't know.
Who's brewed? Yes, he wants it to be like that. So what is that?
All right. Good. Give me a second here and I'll switch back to the backpack. Is this camera still on? This camera is still on. The joys of IRL stream setups is how flexible they are. Or at least my setup. Less than a minute, so we'll just pause that. And then I need to speed up because I'm apparently very slow. I need a cutting board. I could use some. So that's just the handy camera. It's like a cheap built camera, and then the camera on the backpack is a wide angle. Because when we're out and about, it's nice to be able to see everything. So we're just gonna check these. I think they might be done. Looking at the color. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna turn it down to 80 and then stuff them back inside so they stay warm. Although that might still be too warm, so we could probably just like leave it unhinged so it'll keep the heat inside. Actually, you know what? It's perfect timing. I'll take them out. They need to just stand there for a bit, and then we need to hurry up with this. And also, I don't need to cut these now, so that's good. So what you're saying is put my palm on top of the knife like that, and there's is what you're saying. Whoops, that definitely got crushed.
Exactly.
I should have taken a bigger cutting board for that then. Because they get stuck on it. I was just like, oh, we could use one of the smaller cutter boards, there's less stuff to wash.
Paper towel under the cutting board. Heron, it prevents it slipping.
Oh, the cutting board, well, I guess it is slipping, since you're telling me. Did you say damp paper towel? Yeah. We'll be fine for now. It's more of the fact that I'm pushing all of the garlic with the knife. That's making me annoyed. Maybe I'm not getting enough height on my mincing operations.
Heron, that's it. We need more height.
Can you? Garlic is always so sticky. Sticky.
More height saves the cutting surface.
So Oosbrood,
Carrot.
are you a? Do you do cooking? Well, I mean, most people do cooking at some point in their life, right? But like, you sound like you also know what you're doing. Uranon, I can imagine, is just a, I don't know. I don't even know Uranon.
10 years chef experience.
Oh wow, okay. Damn. That's a lot of experience. I don't know about Uranon, if you're just an amateur chef or... I've never really asked. I know you're a food enthusiast, if anything.
Caroline, Mom is a chef.
Your mom is a chef?
Soundwire, pre-motion. Caroline, grew up in the kitchen.
Nice. So the chef is gonna yell at me now, because I'm gonna do something... Well, do I need to use this, or could I use the spoon? So I'm just gonna medium heat this one. I love how my immediate reaction to the bing was to take my hand back from the stove.
I just like making food and the technicalities of food production, smiley face.
Oh, cool. I mean, we all have our interests. So day to day, I'm a programmer. And I just like sharing what's going on. This thing got burnt real bad. So 3 tablespoons. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that's like 3 tablespoons. And then because I there we go, like that. Yeah. So a lot of the information or knowledge I have from programming and all of that stuff is actually what we're using in the live stream. So we've got the garlic, we got thyme in Danish.
That's like maybe a tablespoon and a half.
A tablespoon and a half, okay. Them tablespoons are really big in America. My tablespoons are very small. So we'll double up that amount. Like that. That's about 3 tablespoons then. Maybe 2 tablespoons and a half.
Right, Marina. Then it's not a tablespoon.
The thing is, to me, the tablespoon measurement is funny because this is my tablespoons. And I know that there is a exact measurement of what a tablespoon is, and you can get those fancy little tablespoon cup thingies.
That fridge is wild.
My fridge is empty. Absolutely empty. I'm not gonna go over it, but it's pretty empty.
Right, Marina. I'm talking about the actual tablespoon measurement.
Yeah, I don't have one of those. I don't have a lot of things.
Right, Marina. Not a soup spoon. Who's brute? It has a cabinet underneath. You never see it in a steak.
Oh, this? Yeah, it's just a tiny, like it also has the, I'm trying to point the camera up so you can actually see it. So it actually has the freezer on top as well. So it's like a tiny, like it's just me, one person living here. So I figured it's fine, it's plenty. Melt butter, melt.
Who's brute? That's also large storm fridge.
Yeah, pretty much. Look at this. Mmm. That looks so good. Although the butt end of it seems pretty burnt, but that's...
Who's brute? Prize gas.
Mmm. Is there a good way, like I know about stabbing the potato with a not a knife, but with a fork. I was just thinking about checking the potatoes to see how done they are. I guess it's a lot of feeling, if anything. very, very warm.
Yes, just time with potatoes. Filter it down and glass.
Break down the carbs. Okay. They've had about 50 minutes. I think they're done. That felt like it just let go immediately. But I'm just going to leave them in the heat. Turn off the oven. Turn off the oven. Ow. That's going to leave a nice...
Perfect.
Trying to point the camera again. I think I got it. I think we might need a bit more heat than that. I accidentally touched the edge of like my pinky and my ring finger on the side of the of the pan. And it's not like it's that bad, it's just... Don't want it to be blistering, if anything. But I don't think it will. But anyways. Let's put the garlic in. Garlic, garlic, garlic. Hi Puckles, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the cooking stream. I don't know, we'll probably just need a bit of time. Probably not that much, but some time is nice. Much time is better. Now I still haven't gotten hold of a silicone stirrer thingy, whatever it's called. Also, this should have been done like a long time ago, but I didn't, so whoops. Because this should just have been sitting here while all the other things were cooking, ideally. Ideally.
Yeah, maybe start with the butter next time so it can sit.
Yeah, I know you mentioned that and I forgot about it. That's my bad. That is my bad. So I will start working on setting up the tripod so we can sit down and eat and not stand up. So I do also, in case someone was wondering, what is that yellow container below the table? That is a container of homebrew mead. Which we're just waiting for getting done, and I would say about next week, this like Tuesday next week, so next cooking stream will probably uncant it. How many? 2? Which will be interesting. So the day before I'll probably add a yeast killing solution to it, so it will kill the yeast, so it will drop to the bottom, so we don't have to worry too much about that. Is this tall enough? I think it need maybe it's good enough. This is starting to bubble, that's good. Just gonna get some color to the garlic, I think, and then take it off. Turn down the heat to like 2. Although the thing is with these stoves, because they're all electric and these are ceramic tops, I think, they heat up and then, well, not ceramics, I think these are actually iron. So this one is still warm enough to the touch that you could still burn your hand if you leave it on it, even though we haven't cooked on it for like 50 minutes. So they take a long time, I guess cast iron, take a long time to heat and a long time to cool down. So I guess this would be the perfect place to put this to like keep it warm and then turn off the stove completely. So normally for red meat, I would guess, because that's what I've heard. I'm not a real expert, but you would want red wine for red meat. That is what I've heard. Some can correct or deny. I think this will be good. So I think we have everything about ready. Bring out flavor profiles or something neat like that. It's all about the chemistry of food. Question. Do we sieve the butter or do we just eat it with the garlic as well? I don't mind some garlic. I was just thinking, sometimes you gotta just not think. Just not think. Ooh, this smells like good potato. Reminder to myself to like actually grab a photo for Instagram today, because last time I forgot. We'll take it out of this. And then we will get out the nice knives and forks. This is dinner for just me, so there's a lot of food for just one person, but I also reckon that I can eat it tomorrow again, or like as an afternoon, like for lunch tomorrow, for example, because I do work from home, so I need a lot more food now at home than I would otherwise. So it's actually just for me. Let's see, do we have some nice medallions here? We do. Very nice. So what I kind of want to do is like, well, ruin the plate first of all. I'm just going to take the knife I'm going to be eating with anyways, no point of making more.
Well, make sure to take pictures. You can show off to people, letting them know you are a pro chef.
I mean, normally we put it on Instagram, just because. Ooh, that's a nice steam. And then what we'll do is we'll take a spoon. And then just like. And then I need to actually grab my phone. It's a good thing I have a pretty long wire on that bitch. Hello, that's my face. It looks burned on the image, oh well. You know what we could do? It's because we do have fresh parsley. So why not just take a few bits of them. Oops. And use them for.
Oh yeah, make the plating nice.
I need a pincer. It's so dumb, but like, why not?
Goose brood. Beautiful.
Alright, then there we go. I reckon that's good enough, and then before it gets too cold, because the meat has been sitting for a while already, I'm just gonna throw you guys on the table real quick, because that's what I need to do. Hello, crotch cam. Everybody loves a good crotch cam, right? Grab this wire. Plug this into here.
Goose brood. DEASHC1, DEASHC2.
And you should be on the proper camera now. But it's funny because all this backpack and like all of this equipment is actually, like I put it together for going outside. I reckon you could just use a spoon, like a teaspoon, for the potato as well, but might not have to. Might not have to. How's the height here? Is that good? No. It's not that great. Oh, I've managed to turn that and twist that an awful lot. Come on.
Salt and pepper with potato.
That would be a good idea, yeah. What is going on here? Why is that so fucked? Did I accidentally unscrew one of the legs? Oh well, we'll fix it up here. That'll do. Salt and pepper. I don't know if we need salt and pepper, but you never know. I'm one of those savages who don't have a salt shaker apparently, but I do have a large thing of salt. Why do I not have a salt shaker? Where is it? We've got garlic salt, paprika, chili flakes. Oh well.
OMG, no salt shaker, humongous.
I do have a huge bit of salt here though instead. Anyways, let's see how much I've overcooked.
Goose brood. LUL that works too. Macarena. Don't worry, there's plenty of salt in the butter.
It is salted butter, that is fair. I think we definitely overcooked the meat, but I'm not too worried about that. I think meat might be a bit dry, but yeah. Meat is a bit dry, but to be honest, for a first time trying to make that and then improvising on the fly as well,
Goose brood. A bit less time in the air fryer next time.
I think we could have gotten away with 15 minutes, maybe 17. But it also heavily depends on how much, how thick did I cut the medallions. And I thought I made them pretty thick, but I guess they're not that thick. This is good. Very rustique. And I still have my wine. That's what we forgot. We forgot the wine. Yeah, I was not expecting them to be as efficient as they are. Because normally if you're cooking like fries in the oven, it takes forever to get them crisp. And then put them in the air fryer and it's just like crisp fries. Thank you very much. But yeah, this is surprisingly good. I must say, this is very good. And thank you guys so much for tagging along and cooking with me, giving me some very much needed tips and tricks. We've only been going for an hour and a half today, so we've actually been quite quick, very quick. But yeah, the bacon, normally if you bake bacon,
I might have had an air fryer at some point, but I didn't know what to do with it, so I think it went away. Who's rude? This has been really fun to watch.
Hey, Sard.
Zombie attack response team. Was that
Can you hear how crispy that bacon is?
ZART. Infra hey. Zombie attack response team. Burma.
Oh my god. The bacon has managed to like soak up a bit of the marinade from the pork as well. It's like Thank you so much, Oostbrood. I really appreciate that.
Zombie attack response team. That crisp sound resolved.
Sometimes it's like, I know you guys can probably hear me swallow and stuff like that, and it's like, I'm sorry about that, but it's super great. But yeah, I'm really glad that you guys enjoy these streams because I enjoy them quite a lot as well. It gives me an incentive to actually keep the kitchen clean.
Don't be sorry I came here for that dash treat.
And not only keep the kitchen clean, but also make some healthy food every now and then, even though you could argue how healthy is this, but it's more healthy than fast food. And it'll give me some skills in the kitchen that I didn't have before, so I'm learning. So like overall, I think we're all winning a bit on this. And then one of the main reasons why I wanted to do this, and not just cook and then say that's it, and then we're not going to eat the food we cooked stuff, is a lot of people don't have a family to sit down with and eat every day. So if I can make this and then
Zombie attack response team. Meat equals healthy. Zombie attack response team.
very diet is healthy, so I think that's okay. But like mental health wise, I think this is a good thing as well, is just sit down together and eat a meal. A lot of people might miss sitting down with someone eating a meal after they moved out from home. And to me, this is like sitting down and meeting and eat a meal with you guys, even though you might not necessarily be eating, but that's one of the reasons why I enjoy doing this, is both for my mental health, but also for others who would need someone to sit and eat with.
Love it, Andy. The food looks great.
Thank you, Theo. And then we do try and share the recipes. I haven't been that good with it, but I do try and share them so people can cook along if they want to. And I'm always open for suggestions for recipes as well. If people have ideas they want to see me cook, just feel free to shout them at me somewhere, and then I'll see what I can do. My god, this meat is fucking ace.
Zombie attack response team. I'm living for this zone. You cut into that potato like it's butter. Theodora style. A lasagna. Laughing face. Zombie attack response team. Food. Roma Karina. Just don't suggest anything that's predominantly egg-based.
Yeah, eggs. I'm not very good with eggs. Just eggs in general. It's not a problem if the dish contains eggs. Not a problem at all. But if it's like the prime thing of the dish is to enhance the flavor of the egg and like the consistency and texture of eggs, then I'm gonna have to pass. But I'm a very picky eater. But yeah, the meat definitely could have gone with a bit less. It's very well done.
Macarena. I've been making fun of you for over a year now about this egg thing.
Hmm. It's fine. Oh, I love me some crisp bacon. Mm.
Zombie attack response team. OMG, suddenly I'm hungry. Breakfast. BRB.
Get that breakfast, hell yeah.
Macarena. Enjoy.
So how's the connection been on Twitch today? Has it been a lot of cutting in and out, or has it been fluent?
Macarena. Completely unrelated, but why do I suddenly want a giant omelette? So weird.
We can go make a giant omelette then.
Macarena. Seems good.
Because Twitch is yelling at me for doing something I'm not allowed to. But we're streaming with a pretty high bit rate today. Like normally, you maximum is 6,000, and I think we're up at 7.
For a style. Was very smooth on my end.
We're up to 7,000 bit rate on Twitch. And I actually don't know what the bit rate has been like from the backpack to the PC. I haven't checked.
Blues fruit. I haven't seen it under 4K.
Okay, that's good. So what I normally aim for the backpack is like a good bit rate with the settings we have is about 4,000. So if it's above 4,000, that's perfect. But the backpack is utilizing mobile network. And not my Wi-Fi. I know I could change it around so that I would be using my Wi-Fi, but I do think I have higher speeds on the mobile network in the kitchen than I do on the Wi-Fi. That's why you hear the TV cutting out every now and then, is because the phone is on the Wi-Fi. And on top of that, if I did that, I'd have to change it every time I go outside. I'd have to make sure that I've set up the backpack correctly, so it's like switching back and forth.
Do you like the live shell too? I've seen people have quality control issues.
So I'm using the Live Shell Pro. And I've had some issues with it, with the quality. But I found a very hidden button that's called Expert Mode, which lets me change the compression of the video feed. And after I found that, I've been able to set my wanted bitrate is set to like 7,500. It's all good. It's all good. Well, I've set my like the target bitrate to 7,500, and then I've changed it so that it doesn't go over a compression of 15. I think is the maximum. So if we get too low a signal, it'll just cut out the signal rather than cut out the quality. But you could tune that up to like 50, and then you just have a Minecraft looking stream. Everything just looks pixelated. But you could have connection anywhere in the world, pretty much. Like as long as you have any connection at all, you could stream.
Interesting. Too bad it's not dynamic responding to the network combination. Consistent.
This one is actually adaptive bitrate or like responding, but it's not super. Like if you compare it to the Live View Solo, this is not that great, but the price is also 1/3 of the Live View. So in that sense, it's like, yeah, it's cheaper, but it's also like you get what you pay for, basically. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, looks significantly cheaper for sure.
I think I gave $400 for this encoder when I bought it. But if you're going for a live shell, I would actually recommend going for the X, Live Shell X, because these older units are not getting updates anymore, and they are also stuck on 720 30 FPS, where you would preferably want to go a bit higher quality. Even if you're not capable of getting the connection for it, you still have the possibility of doing it, because you can always, if you don't have the connection, you just limit it so you only do 720p. Whereas if you have the connection, you could do 1080 and your quality will get a significant boost. It's like when you're looking at YouTube videos and they only have 720 versus looking at a 4K video. That's kind of what it feels like. I am slow eater today.
Yeah, I hear what you mean. I run a $250 encoder personally. A friend coded a reactive adaptive bitrate program that works pretty well.
That's really impressive. If I, like, that's one of the things I would love to have, is like a, because there's a lot of business opportunities in it, is having a low cost, high efficiency setup. And what you just described there to me is a low cost, high efficiency.
Always better to do it on the protocol level though.
Oh, for sure. One thing I would love to do is also, and that's why I've been interested in looking into the Live Shell X, is that it has the H.265 instead of H.264 encoding, which is a much more data efficient encoder, but it's also more like you take away from one area and put it into another. So it's efficient data wise, but not as efficient power wise. So you need more power to run it.
Yes, I use H265 plus SRT smiley face. It's so much better.
Yeah, and that's when you start getting some high quality for low bitrate.
600 kilobits per second is watchable.
That's amazing, dude. I would love to get a setup that can do that. I could just buy it. But I need to make sure that all my things actually work with it, because I'm using no rips RTMP servers. And I'd have to figure out to set up SRT instead. Is it doable? Yes. Have I done it? No. But I figure you could probably, I don't know how well the Raspberry Pis can do it, but you could probably do it with a Raspberry.
Have you seen those Jetson Nanos? A bunch of people in IRL hub are using those as encoders.
Oh, I haven't seen that, no. I have not seen that. That might be worth looking into, I reckon. Because the cool thing about this setup is, you see me switching between cameras. That has nothing to do with the encoder. That's me using an HDMI switch, just clicking a button. So anything that takes an HDMI feed, were perfect. Like HDMI feed and an Ethernet cable, and then any encoder fits into that.
Raspberry Pis are a waste of time for these types of applications. Unfortunately, they are just unreliable.
I could imagine that, because the Raspberry Pis are made like mini computers, and doing this kind of stuff is very like you'd be better off having a graphics encoder rather than a CPU.
Who's brewed? Heck yeah, a Jetson Nano would be interesting as it gives you full customization on the encoding process.
That might be worth looking into. Because I've started messing around for work, I've started messing around with Linux and learning how to set up Linux servers. So it would be interesting to see if that could be
Knows a mobile power.
really. That's interesting because I did have a Raspberry set up as a
Heck yeah, this is right up your alley.
what do you call it? I had a Raspberry Pi set up as a not a router, but the multi-TCP for multiple network connections on mobile, so that I could use network aggregation, which unfortunately never worked. I spent a lot of time trying to set it up, but I never got it to work. I probably spent like $500 worth of trying to get that work, if not more, and it's just never worked. So like at that point as well, it's like gotta weigh the
Who's brewed? Indeed, I did that too. When I finally got it to work,
Yeah.
I realized how unreliable
it just doesn't work.
Who's brewed? Bonding is a meme if you aren't doing it on the actual encoding device.
Yeah. I don't understand how the bonding should work, because like at a network theory level, what you want to do is you want to take the packages and split them, and then like you send, if you have 2 lines, you send half on each. But the problem becomes, well, you can't have the packages coming in out of order, like when you combine them again, because then you're going to have a video that looks funky. Like you're going to have the frame, like if you have the previous frame shown before the, like, you know what I'm saying, is like you have the frames coming in wrong order. That doesn't make sense. And even then when you're sending data, thank you so much for the follow, Senatria. When you're sending data and you're sending small chunks of the image, so like you start at the top left of the image and then all the way to the bottom right, if those come in and out of order, then you have a chunk up here that looks like the middle of the screen. Like you could imagine the chaos that would be. And it's like, how do you solve that? Then you put a number on every package, like this is package 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you have at the receiving end to wait for them so you get all of them in order.
Who's brewed?
And it's just,
Yet you have to have them in the right order. Then it needs to compensate for data loss and also monitor active connection.
it's so much stuff to do with a video feed, and it's it's just impossible. Like it's the encoder has all of these things that it needs to know what to do with these things. The Raspberry Pi can't do that. It's just it's too much. But it'd definitely be interesting in looking up different encoders. You said the Jetson, I think it was. I just need to control the screen here. The other way. Won't it let me scroll? Okay. I can check chat in a bit. What I have here is a combination of 2 chats. That's why it's funky. It's YouTube chat and Twitch chat at the same time. And nobody's made an app for that either. So I'm also on the... Like we're also pushing the edge here when it comes to streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Because nobody's made an app that combines YouTube and Twitch chat on the phone. And I could probably make that, but I have so much other stuff I want to do as well.
Who's brewed? Well, most people don't want to stream because when you're affiliate, you aren't allowed to stream to both platforms in real time.
Yeah, that's why I cancelled my affiliate contract. Because if I'm looking at what I get of benefits from being an affiliate, of course I'm able to monetize my work.
LUL Smart Move. Greg Green.
Yeah.
Breaching your contract with Twitch.
But I was looking at like what's the benefits I get from being partnered or affiliated with Twitch, and the problem is, while I can get your subscriptions and you can pay me as a monthly subscription, Twitch takes half of that. That's one thing. And I found that also, like, mental health wise, it puts a lot of pressure on me because I feel like I have to give you good content in order to make it you feel like you got your money's worth, even though we're talking about $2.50 a month. $5 a month. And I know it's, for some people that's not a lot of money. For some people it's a lot of money. It depends where you are in life. But it's a lot of pressure on me because I feel like I have to deliver you a product that I didn't necessarily guarantee you that you would get. So it's like, it's a lot of pressure that's been taken off my shoulders because that burden is gone. And then on top of that, emotes, channel customizations, channel points, all of that stuff is like, it's very fun to mess around with and it's pretty cool and it can give a bit extra engagement if you're looking at the numbers. But overall, it's a lot of work for a minimal outcome because, like, if you're talking about a pure business perspective, nobody's going to subscribe to you unless, like, just because of your emotes or because of your channel points or whatever. Some places you might have that. Some channels do have like a monthly. I think there's only one channel actually that has it, where every month they change out a few emotes. So every month you have new emotes for your subscribers to use, and then people come back and resubscribe to like get these new emotes. But overall, emotes don't give much to the community in the sense of like,
I completely get that, smiley face. Just sharing your experience is awesome. The logic behind a switch seems good.
and then actually the main logic I had between
He's back.
welcome back. The main logic I had for doing it.
How did it end up?
This is really good, Aaron. The meat could have used a bit less time, but I think that's also like not knowing the equipment. Like if I had a better idea of how fast it cooks, it would be easier to tell how long it needs. So I think 15 minutes for the pork would have been perfect.
I didn't want you being to the face.
Yeah, you did. But it's okay. It's not super dry, but it could definitely use like a bit less time. The bacon is crisp though. What was I saying? Oh yeah. The main idea behind the decision was actually so I can multi-stream, because then I can stream on multiple platforms. And instead of just getting discovered on one platform, I can have the possibility, and I say possibility because it might not happen, but it is a possibility of getting discovered on several platforms. So if I can set it up so that I'm streaming on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, etc., instead of just having one place where there's a chance, I have multiple places where there's a chance. And then YouTube offers some other things that I find really interesting, like analytics that actually are analytics. Like for my YouTube videos, I have the possibility of, when I get enough data that is, to see what are the demographics of my viewers. Like is it a bunch of 10-year-old girls that are watching me? Or is it grown people who, like, what is my audience? Because then I can adapt my content to the audience, what they would find interesting, or I can change my content to target a different audience and hope that they find it. But on Twitch I have no idea who's watching. All I know is that I have X amount of viewers. Ban away, ban away. I don't know where they are, but I don't think they're here. I don't think a lot of 10-year-olds is interested in watching cooking, to be fair.
rude. I enjoy not knowing personally how you are, but to each their one. Who's rude?
That's fair. That's absolutely fair. But that's the thing as well, like you can just choose to not look at the analytics. We're out of wine. Do I have more wine in the bottle is the question. A tiny bit of wine. But that's the end of that bottle then. Rip. I guess tomorrow, if I'm driving anywhere, I could pick up some, but I don't think I'm going anywhere tomorrow. So yeah, the end of the tenderloin got a bit burnt. And I figure tomorrow it's not going to be worth much, so we're just going to eat it now. I think it might actually be alright though. Maybe. It's just the outside that's a bit charred. It's like a good grilled piece of tenderloin. Mmm.
Who's rude? Still looks good in.
Mmm. It's a bit dry, but it has a lot of flavor because of the marinade. Mm. I'm just looking at who's live. Apparently that's enough to cut my music off. I think it might be interference with the wireless microphone and the network, to be honest. I see Kim is live.
Macarena. Beauty and the Beast is playing GTA 5. Zombella_Savage. Kim of Makeup is working on a still Venice painting. Macarena. Scottish Brave is playing Legend of Zelda.
I think already when the second name you said was enough to convince me, Chroma. So if you wouldn't mind, I would love to go and raid some Bella.
DJ Ari is doing a body paint.
Because we've raided Kim before, and I think we've also raided Django's last time. So I'd love to go and share the love with some Bella. I'm very glad you came around and hung out, and I'm super happy for all of the advice and the conversations, and I really appreciate you guys coming here hanging out with me. It means the world to me, and I don't think I can ever really explain how much this lifted my mood by just coming on and talking with you guys. Like, some days are fucking horrible, and then some days it's like you just show up to the stream and then take it from there. I'm not sure about Saturday this week, if we're streaming or doing RL on Saturday. I think we might be. The thing is, it's like in between Christmas periods, and Denmark has gone into a hefty lockdown because of the new coronavirus. So I'll have to make sure that I keep a bit of status on that and see what the world is like. But as far as I can tell, we need to be a bit careful. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I have a strange feeling that the raid is about to go, so yeah. Thank you, once again. I will try. I will try. Cheers, have a good evening, and a good time zone from wherever you're at, and I'll see you guys around. I need to find my buttons here.